Yes, chef.
With Ryan.
All right, I'm here with Ryan, the resident chef of #DailyK. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. Oh, Spanish? You can speak.
Simón Limón.
Oh, you can speak Spanish. I can understand Spanish. I used to learn Spanish when I was.
Nice. Yeah, yo viví en México por un año.
Oh, you lived in Mexico for 1 year.
That's right. Y Brasil por 2.
And 2 years in Brazil.
Yeah. Se fala portugués.
I can't understand Portuguese, I'm sorry.
It's kind of like one of your languages mixed with Spanish.
Really? Yeah, kind of. But it's because of the pronunciation. You know, it goes like up and down a lot. Right. But how was Brazil?
Oh, it's awesome. Man, I know I'm going to go back someday.
Really?
Yeah, I was there. I was an exchange student when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And then again in university, I went back for an internship, and I just love it down there.
The food is great there too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
What kind of food do they usually eat?
Arroz e feijão cada dia por dia.
Oh my God, what does it mean?
Rice and beans every day.
Rice and beans?
Absolutely, made every day. You know, got your pressure cookers going in the kitchen for a big lunch. Got 3-hour lunch breaks like European style.
European style, I like it. They're really laid back Brazilian people, right? They're really like.
Yes, knowing how to enjoy life, priorities. You know,
it's great. Yeah. We're talking about Brazil. Wow. Today's hashtag is waiting. Can you wait? I mean, if you're a cook, maybe, do you have like some times where you should wait? We should wait for the food to be cooked, right?
You know, my younger culinary students, they have a hard time doing a risotto, which is similar to what we're going to have today.
Okay.
You know risotto.
Yeah, I know.
Risotto takes a lot of patience. If you don't get a nice coating of kind of an oil or butter around each grain of rice before the water and wine and stock go in, it'll explode. It'll pop the rice. The starch comes out too quickly, and you wind up more with like a juke, like what we're talking about today.
Okay.
Right. But
which is kind of like a rice porridge, rice porridge.
Exactly, exactly, rice porridge. And this is awesome. Risotto is a different kind of technique, and my students, if I don't stress it over and over again, that you need at least 5 or 6 or 7 minutes of getting that nice coating on each grain of rice, then you won't have
a perfect risotto.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's hard for Korean students.
Yes, these are my culinary students here in Korea.
It's hard to wait in Korea.
That's true.
It's hard. I think it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
Today, I think I told them it's about abalone, the treasure of the sea.
Right. Yeah, man.
Abalone.
I really wanted to bring some live ones in. We've done it in the past, and it's so much fun. But I was really low on time this morning, so I made this last night.
Because you have a restaurant opening.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm a restaurant consultant, and from time to time, along with the culinary school, and right now we just opened a new restaurant, and we tried to do a soft open, meaning no marketing, no big signs or grand opening or anything, just kind of sneak in, let folks just kind of wander up. And, these days with social media, I guess it's impossible to do a soft open.
Yeah, because people will say, oh, the food is great there in that place, and they will share it with everyone. And
one of our first customers on the first day, last Thursday, made a post on social media about our food and had a picture. And I think I've seen that stream now. Since then, and it's quite long. A lot of people chatting about the restaurant, and yeah.
That's really good, especially in Korea when you go to any restaurant and you will have people really only taking pictures of the food.
Yeah, as a chef, it's really stressful to watch that, and you're like, it better be perfect. I'm trying to train this staff. Some of them pretty green, not a lot of experience. And if I don't keep an eye on them all the time and train them properly, then you might get a bad review, or you get that one bad picture or bad comment. that people see, and a lot of people can see. And so basically, I've been spending about 16 hours a day at this new restaurant.
Wow! So
yeah.
I forgive you. We forgive you. We don't have the raw hanbok.
Stayed up late and made this one for us this morning though, and I think you'll like it. So
okay, so it's juk.
Yes, abalone juk.
Abalone juk. Yeah. What about abalone in Korea? Like, do people usually eat it a lot?
It is one of the things that is for special occasions, I think, really. Or in the past it was for the king. Definitely, if you're not feeling well, this is one of the go-to dishes. It's supposed to really revitalize your energy, stamina as well.
Also, that's what is it called? Pojang. There is a name for this. Oh, my Korean is getting bad. I'm using too much English. My Korean is getting bad.
Well, I know. If you ever have a cold, one of the most common dishes to have in Korea would be a porridge like this. And the king of the porridges is the abalone porridge. And I don't know about you, but like if I have a cold and I really want to get well fast, I don't care how much it costs. Just fix me.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll go to these juk restaurants or make juk. And just get the most expensive one, or which is always this one.
Okay, so but yeah, in Korea, abalone is really expensive, right? It's kind of the pricier side.
It can be. Honestly, if you go to the big fish markets, you can sometimes get smaller ones. Say even just $2 a piece.
$2 a piece.
$2 a piece. You can get 5 small ones for manwon, sometimes imanwon, about $20. But yes, other times at restaurants now, because then you've gone, market to more middlemen involved, and yes, it will be quite a pricey ingredient.
So you told us about the benefits of abalone. So there is
vitamins, minerals. It's just delicious too. But yeah, it's supposed to really to get you back on your feet.
Oh, so today I'm kind of feeling down because it's my last day in #daily.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, so I think I need some abalone. So today is abalone juk, which is rice porridge. So I want to try it. I can't wait.
Pièce de la résistance.
Oh, what is that?
This is chamgirum, toasted sesame oil, and you gotta have just a little dot or two on top.
Oh wow. It smells good too.
Yep. So this one, go ahead and have a taste. This one, it's not hard to make, and a lot of the things that we try here have a lot of ingredients. There's only 4 ingredients:
rice, water, abalone,
toasted sesame oil, toasted sesame oil, maybe a little bit of salt. Or fish sauce, or
because
soy sauce.
Rice porridge is juk is one of the easiest food you can make in Korea.
So simple, so simple. You do have to have the forethought to soak your rice. You need to soak your rice at least 2 or 3 hours, or maybe even overnight in the fridge. We're talking about short grain rice here, not a long grain rice.
Okay.
Long grain rice, the starch density is different, so it would pop open much easier. And it wouldn't have the same kind of texture as this. What do you think?
It tastes so good.
You like that?
I love it. Oh wow!
I hope it's still nice and hot for you. I tried to heat up these dukbaegi bowls for.
Usually I don't eat really. It's too hot.
Oh, it's good.
It's great. Wow, guys! In France, we don't have a lot of abalone. What about in the U.S.?
In the south of France, you don't have abalone. Right?
They do.
You got all the mussels. You got the oysters.
They do. But it's not really a common food.
Same in California. There's giant red abalone, which are so highly prized in Japan, but the Californians don't really eat them very often.
Oh wow! Thank you, man.
So to make this, for those who want to try, soak that rice. Then strain it, and then say you have 1 cup of rice, or it's basically a 1-to-4 ratio water. After that, and then pretty much as many abalone as you can find. but if you had 1 cup, at least like 3 or 4 medium-sized abalone, And I really did not know this until spending so much time in Korea. It's so cool to learn how to use parts of the fish that back in the States we considered to be, just undervalued, or useless. The nejang, or the innards, underneath the actual like flesh part that most people see of the abalone, is really what gives the background to these. Yeah, when you know what I'm talking about?
It's like the kind of darker,
right?
Darker
underneath,
side, underneath,
Underneath, when you say you get an abalone and you take just not a sharp knife because it's a little bit dangerous. Take like a butter knife or an oyster shucker if you got one, and slide it underneath. And there's a little, we call it a foot, that connects the abalone to the shell. You get underneath there and you lift it up, and you'll see this kind of almost like a stomach-shaped piece, okay? And it's kind of curved with a little bit of a point and some other parts there. And if you take those out and chop them up, that is what's really going to give the background, the depth.
The flavors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Can you also explain how to prepare or clean? Well, you tell us about this point, but is there any other things like you need to think about when you prepare abalone?
Only there is kind of a little bit darker, or sometimes it's a little reddish part on one end. And you have to look at it, but that's kind of the mouth, and you just can cut that off. It's a little bit harder. And
you don't eat it?
It's not going to hurt you or anything. It's just a little bit harder, so you wouldn't want to chomp on it.
Okay.
Last year for Arirang, for a little special report that we did, we went down to Wando and pulled them right out of the water, like on these giant rafts for farming, huge quantities, pulled them right out of the water. And I'd never done this, but just take a little knife, cut it up, and just eat them right there. No salt, no seasoning whatsoever, no gochujang, nothing.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most amazing culinary experiences of my life, I think.
Oh, wow.
Really
so
something.
Just really raw, like nothing, no sauce, nothing.
And it was those farmers who showed me that the innards, or the part underneath, can be so amazing. Now, there are sex. There's male and female.
Oh.
And the males look, that bigger kind of stomach part, it looks kind of white or pale. And then the females, it's kind of blue, or even like iridescent. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and those are so good, just straight out of the sea. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, and that's what makes this juke so good.
Okay. I never tried it before. Like
You
really raw.
You got to do it. But I think it's best if you go down to Wando or get it someplace right near the source.
Yeah, right near like fresh abalone.
So good.
Is there any other dishes you can make with abalone?
Oh, so many
Korean dishes, if you can.
Right. Well, simply steamed. If you steam them, I would say, well, it depends on the size, but let's say a medium-sized abalone. If you steamed it for about 30 minutes or so in the shell, then they'll come out a little easier, and then just chop them up and enjoy them with a little vinegar, red pepper paste, the choljang.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's also maybe, I think, kind of like a French style when we cook fish or those kind of food.
Poaching, steaming.
Yeah, always steaming. I think for us. I think
for those delicate French flavors.
Yeah,
sure,
delicate
sure.
flavors.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can steam it. Also, there is, I don't know, raw, like we saw. You can put it in soup.
Muchim.
What is muchim?
Muchim is the spicy salad. So you're using ingredients
like mulhe, like the same as.
No, not mulhe. Muchim is a term used for all sorts of different Korean salads that have a combination of red pepper flakes, maybe something like a maesil, a plum extract, plenty of garlic usually, toasted sesame oil, soy sauce, some other kind of sweetener. Could be sugar, honey, something like that. And it could be just greens, like a salad, but often you can incorporate a seafood.
Oh, wow. Korean spicy salad.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, wow. I never tried it, too. Oh, I never
You gotta get out there and have some more handshake, baby.
It's like 5 years since I was in Korea, and Abalone, okay. Any other, I don't know, maybe fried? Can you fry?
No, I've never done that.
You know, like in those barbecue place?
Oh, grilled. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, not fried, grilled. Like when you go in Busan.
Oh, choge-gui.
Yeah, choge-gui style.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you could totally do that with abalone. You don't see it that often here because it is more expensive. When you usually go for choge-gui, it's just all those different clams that are a little bit cheap.
Yeah.
But I guess you could do abalone the same way. And if you, I would want kind of a French style. I'd want the butter, parsley, lemon on there if I'm going to grill it really hot and fast. And maybe a little bit of
like escargot style, snail style.
A little, right.
Yeah, you put like the butter and that's a good idea.
A little French white wine.
Maybe
like
it's your next restaurant.
Or a poulet fumé.
It's the next restaurant idea.
There you go. Well, we've talked about that actually on the East Coast. Pretty soon the subway line is going to go all the way out to the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And so people will be able to get from Seoul all the way out to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Beautiful, like Yangyang, Sokcho, Samchok.
A really good place to go, yeah.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. In like, what, an hour and 45 minutes? 2 hours? On
2
a
hours,
pretty
maybe?
quick
Yeah.
train. So, yeah, we've been talking about maybe opening a little French-style bistro with Korean ingredients out there on the East Coast, right on the sea. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. Wait, I have to eat more because I'm so hungry.
Oh, man.
They say it's good for your skin too. I heard it.
Vitamin A, vitamin B.
yeah.
It's good for your mind. Eyesight, even.
Oh,
And
really?
this is something cool I didn't know until
Eyesight?
Yes, like it was considered good for eyesight thousands of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't until the last like 60 or 70 that we found out. Yep, they were right
Oh, how
because
did
of
they know?
all the well, I guess trial and error, and
Oh,
yeah.
okay, so
Eye fatigue. This
eye
helps with
fatigue.
eye fatigue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it. We'll come back in the next part. So, please tell us what's in your fridge, and our chef will try to find some good recipes for you. But first we'll have take a short song break. It is 찬나비 얼마나 좋아. Wonderful. You just listened to 찬나비 얼마나 좋아. Wonderful. We are still here with our chef Ryan. Do you have anything else to say about abalone? So maybe some tips you can give to people who want to cook abalone.
Don't be afraid of this unusual ingredient. It's so good. Even just with a little bit of salt and toasted sesame oil, raw, it is amazing. And don't be afraid to work with it yourself. Just if you've got a source of fresh ones, buy them live and fresh, and you just run a little knife underneath. It'll pop out. If it's blue underneath, then eat that. If it's white underneath, then eat it raw. If it's white underneath, then cut it up and put it into a juke.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Why when the color is different? Is there a problem?
The female and the male. The blue one is the female, and
Okay.
it's just amazing.
So it's better raw.
Yeah.
The female is better raw.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
So good. Don't be nervous about this ingredient. You're not gonna mess it up. You're not gonna be harmed by it or anything. It's just a really nice one.
Yeah, because
Especially
it's really like people usually, even though they cook at home, but you don't cook really those kind of ingredients.
not usually. Yeah.
I mean, who can cook abalone in his house?
It's so easy, but yeah, when you go down to Jeju, you'll see it often in the traditional soups down there, small ones.
Oh, okay.
And it's just so good. Yeah.
It's good. Especially the juke you made us. We have Siska from Indonesia. Happy Tuesday, Ryan. Congrats for your new restaurant. Woo!
Thanks,
I
Siska.
will be back to Korea next spring. Make sure you invite me to your restaurant. Oh. Anyway, abalone is not popular here because it's pretty expensive. Oh, same in Indonesia too. But yes, we also cook it with porridge. Not only abalone, actually, with fish and prawn too. Or just eat the boiled abalone with ginger sambal. What is
Oh, yeah. Sambal is a combination of like chilies and peanuts and what is the other ingredient? You got to help me out, Siska. I forget right now. But it's really a nice Indonesian, if you think of it kind of like a yum yum.
Oh,
Like
okay,
a
okay.
marinade.
So it's Indonesian
Seasoning.
yum seasoning. Okay. Oh, that sounds good though. Fish prawn. Oh. Okay, what's in my fridge? Puput from Indonesia.
Yeah, hi Puput. This is a pretty good looking fridge. Okay, she said you got chicken breast manta, which is like a steamed bun. You know, like you know the jimbang in Korea, the little steamed breads.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
Cheddar cheese, sweetened condensed milk, eggs, carrots, canned tuna, red and white onions. Nice on the red onions. Papaya, guava, tofu, tempeh, gochujang, rock on, chili, Oreos, vanilla ice cream. Oh, I know what you gotta do.
Oh, you got an
gonna
idea.
Be good. Okay.
I'm gonna give you just some props for the Oreos.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna use those.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. Okay. Take the Oreos, the vanilla ice cream, the mantau, okay, and the condensed milk. Is it condensed milk or sweetened condensed milk? I wonder. Hopefully it's sweetened condensed milk. Take the guava and the papaya. No, wait, no, we can't do the Oreos and the. Okay, you're gonna do a couple of these. Take the mantau. Get some oil, really nice and hot, like 165 degrees Celsius. Okay. Slightly deep fry the steamed buns till they're kind of crispy on the outside.
Okay.
And then open them up like a taco. Okay. Like cut down the middle. Open up. Put your ice cream inside of this. This is going to be awesome. All right, crush up your Oreos. So basically you're making a deep fried ice cream taco.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's funky.
This would be so good because it'll be crispy on the outside. Then that steamed bread will be all nice and chewy. And then you'll get to this like cold ice cream. It'll be hot on the outside and cold on the inside.
Oh, wow.
And do one with the Oreo cookies and then do the other with the fruit and see how it's different. And both of them could have the sweetened condensed milk on the top, just for some added sweetness, or underneath the ice cream too.
So it's kind of like oh wow!
Now I really want to try that.
It's kind of taco fusion food taco.
Yeah, there's this new place in New York that's just killing it, and it's tacos made with like something like a manta, like a bao, a steamed bun. And I saw something similar to what I'm talking about here. It's not all just my idea. This is, that would really, really be cool, though.
That sounds so good, though. But it's kind of, is it a dessert or?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's a dessert, right?
Yeah.
Because of the ice cream.
If you wanted to do, savory ones, you could do the same thing with the chicken breast or maybe the cheese. And then caramelize the onions and the butter for a long time and get them all really nice and soft. Put that on top of the chicken with the cheese. And you could use the mantau just steamed, or you could, again, deep fry it and then get that cheese to melt in there faster.
I'm getting hungry again, thanks to you. Rosalind from USA. Hello, Chef Ryan. I'm bored with my spice crust salmon. What next? I can bacon wrap the fish, but can't figure out what to do with the veggies. Thank you, roast bacon salmon. One side, skin on. Cucumber, baby portobello, zucchini, cauliflower, broccoli, eggs and butter. Heavy cream, lime, onions, walnuts.
Okay, I got one for you here. If you do a combination of sugar and salt, and I like to use dark brown sugar, and about 1-to-1 ratio, il. And since your salmon is skin on, you can do this. If your salmon didn't have the skin, it would probably become too salty and sugary. But you're going to sprinkle on your mixture of sugar and salt right onto the fish's skin and right onto the flesh, okay?
Okay.
And then you can incorporate other ingredients like maybe lemon zest, orange zest, grapefruit zest, grated beet. You could do herbs like dill. Basically, we're making a gravlax. We're making a cured salmon. But you only need about 24 hours, depending on the thickness of the cut of your salmon. If it is a pretty thick piece, towards the middle of the fish, and it would be like more than 10 centimeters, then it will definitely have to be overnight. If it's a thinner piece, you could do it in just 6 hours or so. But you're going to put it in the fridge and in a heavy plate, and then put another heavy plate on top of it. Okay. And I usually take a bottle. I've always got bottled water around, like big 2-liter bottles of bottled water, and that's heavy enough to create enough weight to push on it. What you're trying to do is push the moisture out of the fish.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the sugar and salt are helping pull it out, and then the weight helps push it out. And so you'll see a lot of liquid gather in the bottom, almost like a salty syrup of salmon flavor.
Yeah.
And then you take that fish out after your 6 to 24 hours, and rinse it under cold tap water. Rinse it, and then it'll have this really nice sheen to it, right? Because the moisture's out of it. Let it sit out, maybe in the fridge, or just if it's not too hot in the house, just sit out on the counter, and it'll start to get this nice little oily skin on it. And now you can add other flavors again, like again lemon zest and again herbs, and then slice it super, super thin and enjoy it. Traditionally, it would be like with bagels, cream cheese, that kind of thing. But you could just do a toast with like yogurt or anything, creme fraiche or something like that.
Creme fraiche. Oh, creme fraiche. You got me with the creme fraiche.
You can't get bored with salmon. There's so much you can do with it. That's just one, but there's a million others.
Salmon. Okay. We also have Siska from Indonesia. In my fridge, still kind of an empty fridge right now. But since my mom planned to cook rendang, so I have these ingredients in the fridge: beef, potato, eggs, chili, coconut for making coconut milk, and I still have grapes, carrot, cheddar, cheese, pineapple milk.
Oh my God, why do you challenge me so much? Goodness gracious, I hear dairy and fruit and meat and potatoes. Help me out here, Robin.
First, I want to know what is do you know rendang?
Oh man, now you're putting me on the spot. We had this conversation before, and I forgot. Siska, I'm going on like 6 hours of sleep over 7 days. You're killing me, girl.
Well, let's put it this way. She have coconut, right? Is there like a good way to cook coconut? Like with coconut? I don't know.
Well,
coconut-based food.
I have, okay, with the cheddar cheese and the potatoes and the beef, that immediately says shepherd's pie to me, or cottage pie. Basically what you do is you brown, if it's ground beef, you brown the beef, maybe with some garlic and onions. Then you get a layer of cheddar cheese. Then basically you make a mashed potato and smear that over the top, maybe a little bit more cheese on the top, and then bake it in the oven. That's classic, simple, awesome dish, kind of one dish meal. But incorporating coconut milk. I think you stumped me this time, Siska. This is gonna be bugging me all day. I'm gonna have to figure something out, and I'll get back to you. Okay.
I will find a recipe. Well, I have a question, and this one will be my fridge. Actually, can you do it?
I don't know what you got in your fridge.
Actually, I don't have a lot, but I want to do like a really simple food because I exercise a lot. But I always tend to use the same, like to eat the same stuff. So I have, of course, chicken breasts, pasta.
Frozen chicken. You have frozen chicken breasts in your freezer, don't you?
I have frozen and I have like fresh ones too.
Okay. All right. You've redeemed yourself.
I have creme fraiche that my mother sends me.
That's not diet food.
But sometimes I use it when I'm like getting like bored. What do I have else? Eggs, obviously. Lemons. I have coconut milk. I have coconut like extract too.
Cool.
Wait.
Okay, you're doing all right.
I'm doing good.
That sounds pretty healthy.
And then, of course, oh wait, I don't have anything anymore in my fridge. I need to go to the mart.
Well,
okay. Although, let's put it this way: can you do you have like an idea for food that I can make it really quick, but it's still tasting good?
Absolutely.
Not the usual like chicken breast. Then.
First of all, take the frozen chicken breast. Okay, and throw it in the garbage.
Okay,
or give it to someone in need of food that doesn't care about the texture or the flavor. Okay.
Oh, you're
the fresh chicken breast. The fresh chicken breast, and I don't know if you have a zester, something that you can get the zest off the lemon with. Okay, you can use a really sharp knife carefully on the edges, but don't cut too deep, or else it will be the white part of the lemon and be bitter. Okay. But if you can get the zest off of that, get that zest with salt, maybe a little garlic onto your chicken, your fresh chicken breast.
The fresh one.
Yeah. Let that sit at room temperature for about 30 minutes. If you don't have that much time,
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
at least like 10, to let those flavors kind of get into the chicken breast. A little bit of oil in the pan, not very much. And then drop that down. If you have skin on the chicken breast, then skin side down first. If not, don't worry about it. Just right into the oil, a hot pan. Okay. That'll help keep it from sticking. Okay. Don't touch it. Okay. Don't go all moving around like you're,
Yeah, like I usually do. Okay.
Just let it chill, and just watch the sides, watch the edges, right?
Okay.
And when you see a little bit of brown on the edge, okay. Now flip it one time, okay, and at that point, take a little bit of the lemon, and squeeze a little of the juice over it. All right.
Okay.
Then cover that pan.
Oh,
okay?
You cover it.
Cover it, and then turn your heat down a little bit. First, you're gonna have it really hot. Now what you've done is you've got both sides browned on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you just that thicker part of the chicken, you want to get that part done, right?
Yeah, like
and
the insides.
The best way to tell is by touching it, Or if you want to use a thermometer in Celsius, it'd be 69 degrees or 69 point something, to be perfectly done. Cover that though with that steaming lemon juice in there. And you're only talking about maybe 6-7 minutes, depending on the size of the chicken breast. And you're going to have really good chicken. But that compared to an overcooked or frozen chicken breast is a totally different animal. It's a totally different thing. But when you do it right and just get your timing down.
Oh wow! I didn't know
salt and lemon zest is almost all you need.
Thank you very much. Oh wow! I'm gonna try it today. This one.
And then post a picture for us.
Okay. Oh, but if I miss it, I'm gonna look bad, like the bad cook I am. Thank you very much again today. I have a lot of pleasure. It was a long time since I've ate abalone, so thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. It's really good to meet you too.
Good luck for your restaurant.
Thanks. Yeah, I gotta
get
back there right
maybe I will
now.
go to your restaurant and then I will do the social network.
Please, yeah.
I will post it on Instagram.
Make it even more busy.
Thank you very much, Ryan. It's time for our next song. It is 8, 심장이 없어, Without a Heart.